You know that feeling, right? You're trying to speak English, and suddenly your voice gets all shaky, or your words just, they don't seem to land. You've got the grammar down, you know the vocabulary, but something still feels off. Well, let's get into why that happens.
It is so frustrating. You have this great idea in your head, but the way it comes out makes you sound unsure, and you can almost feel people not taking you as seriously as they should. You're definitely not alone in this, and today we are going to get to the root of it.
Okay, here's the most important thing I need you to hear right from the start. The issue isn't your English level. Nope, it's not about memorizing more words or chasing some kind of perfect accent. Because real, genuine confidence, it comes from how you say things, your posture, your pace, your tone. And you know what the best part is? These are all skills, and that means you can train them, starting right now.
So, let's kick things off with a secret that might surprise you. The most powerful truth about sounding confident is that it all begins with your physical presence, before you even say a single word. There is a direct physical link between your body and your brain. When you're slouched over, your body is literally telling your brain, hey, I'm not safe, and your voice becomes small and weak. But the moment you adopt a confident posture, you send a signal of control, which actually physically strengthens your voice and gets you ready to speak.
And you know what? The fix can be surprisingly simple. Before you speak, just do a quick mental check. Are you sitting or standing up straight? Uncross your arms, open up your shoulders. This tells your brain you're not hiding. Lift your chin just a little and feel your feet planted on the ground. This one simple habit can change everything.
So the key takeaway here is this. Your body is your first language. Long before people hear your words, they read your energy. A strong, open posture is the foundation for a strong, clear message. It just is.
All right, now that we have that physical foundation, let's build on it. We're moving to the next key area, the sound of your voice itself. We're going to focus on two absolute game changers, your speed and your vocal strength.
So many English learners rush when they speak because they're nervous. But here's the secret. Speaking fast actually signals nervous energy. Speaking slowly, that signals confident energy. It puts you in control, it gives your brain a little space to find the right words, and it makes every single word you say feel more important.
Let me show you what I mean. A nervous speaker might rush the sentence out like this. I really enjoyed watching that movie yesterday. It's just a blur, right? But a confident speaker, they own the pace. I really enjoyed watching that movie yesterday. Can you feel the difference? Same words, but a totally different impact. Suddenly, your words have weight.
Now, this kind of vocal control, it's not magic. It comes from treating your voice exactly like a muscle. And just like any other muscle in your body, it gets stronger with training. If you don't use it, it gets weak. But if you train it, it becomes powerful and so much more reliable.
So how do you train it? Well, try a few of these simple exercises. Every morning, just speak a few sentences out loud, loudly. Or read a paragraph from a book, like you're an actor, full of emotion and tone. Use some tongue twisters. They're great for making your words sharper. And yeah, record yourself. Not to judge, but just to observe your progress. Seriously, 5 minutes a day can make a huge difference.
Okay, this next part is a big one. It's about a mental habit that just sabotages your confidence without even realizing it's happening. I call it the sorry tone. Take a look at these phrases. Do any of them sound familiar? When you use language like this, it's like you're apologizing for just taking up space. It instantly signals to everyone and to yourself that you don't really believe in what you're about to say.
So let's just throw that apology out and replace it with a new mindset. This right here is your new mantra. You are not a burden because you're learning. You're a person who is actively growing. Owning that journey is a massive, massive source of confidence.
Now let's talk about the moment you actually start speaking. People will judge your confidence in the first few words you say. A weak opening can completely kill a brilliant idea before it even has a chance.
I mean, the contrast here is so clear. Instead of a weak opener like, I think maybe, try a power opener like, here's my thought. Instead of saying, I'm not sure, but just state, in my opinion. These little shifts create a runway for your idea to really take off with strength. So how do you actually do this in the moment when you're feeling the pressure? It's a simple 3-step discipline. First, before you respond, just pause. Take one deep breath. Second, in that tiny moment of silence, frame your core message in your head. And third, speak. This isn't about being slow, it's about being intentional.
All right, so once you've built this strong foundation, it's time to elevate your speech. Let's look at how you can move from just being understood to being truly memorable, truly captivating. Think about the difference here. You could say, learning English is difficult, and that's fine. Or you could say, it feels like climbing a mountain, which creates this powerful emotional picture in the listener's mind. Metaphors show that you don't just know the language, you can think creatively in it.
The same thing goes for your word choice. And look, you don't need to learn hundreds of new words. Just focus on upgrading a few common ones. Instead of saying a presentation was good, maybe you say it was impressive. Instead of a bad experience, you could call it frustrating. These precise words add so much power and intelligence to your speech.
And this brings us to the final, and maybe the most crucial element. The most confident speakers are the ones who connect emotionally with their own words. People don't just listen to what you say, they listen to the feeling behind it. When you speak about things that actually matter to you, your voice, your face, your whole body comes alive.
So the crucial point to take away from all this is that confidence isn't something you just wait around for, hoping it shows up one day. It is a skill. It's something you build through daily practice, training your posture, your pace, your voice, and your mindset.
And really, that's what this all boils down to. You don't have to have perfect English. You just have to believe that your voice and your ideas and your journey are worth sharing, because they absolutely are.